Sous vide ribs cooked for 24 hours. Once you have your vessel filled with water, go ahead and install your immersion circulator. Set it to 165 degrees. Cover your vessel with some tin foil. This is going to get the water to heat up faster. Once your water comes up to temperature, just go ahead and remove the cover. Now I'm going to use some ribs that I had in the freezer. I pre-seasoned them with garlic powder, onion powder, and salt, and then I froze them. I can stick them right in the water bath, frozen on a long cook like this. It won't even matter. Now what I'm doing here is I've got a little metal weight that I'm trying to put on top of the ribs. Pork has a tendency to float when you sous vide it, so you have to weigh it down on the top. In the end, it turned out that that little weight wasn't enough, and I ended up having to take a glass Pyrex dish and put that on top and fill it with water to make sure that they didn't float. If they float and part of the ribs becomes not submerged, then they're not going to cook properly and they're actually not able to be eaten. Welcome to the next day. This is 24 hours later, so I'm going to go out and preheat my grill, get it as hot as I can. I'm using the gas grill today just for laziness and didn't feel like doing the charcoal. These will come out great on the gas grill as it is. Now all we need to do is pull them from the water bath, and then we're going to go ahead and drain the liquid from, there's that glass Pyrex dish I was telling you about that I was using to hold it down. See how the ribs instantly tried to float up? Now this time I just drained out the liquid. You can save this actually and strain it, and you can use it to make gravies and things like that. Here's the really important part. You have to get the ribs dry. I use a paper towel and I just pat them dry. If they're wet, all they're gonna do is steam and you're not gonna get a real good crust on them. So you just wanna go ahead and pat them as dry as you can. It'll help them get a nice sear on them.
I'm outside, getting ready to grill up the sous vide ribs. What was supposed to be a recipe video has kind of turned into an experiment video. Things got a little crazy today, and I wasn't able to cook at the time I was supposed to. So I ended up being just busy all day. So my 12-hour ribs turned into 24-hour ribs. They're pretty tender. They're like falling off the bone. So we're gonna see how 24-hour ribs turn out. I've never done 24-hour ribs. I usually do 12. So it's an experiment. Dad's-periment. Dad's-periment.
So here's my little dad hack that I use to get good sears on my gas grill. I use vegetable oils and I purposely induce flare-ups. So I take the vegetable oil and I pour it over there and I look for it to drip down onto the grates and actually flame up. By doing this, I get a little bit more quick heat. I get a little bit more of the char on there, and I think I just get a little bit extra flavor on there from doing it this way. The ribs were super tender, so I had to be careful as I was flipping them so they didn't actually fall apart. But once they grilled up, they actually held their form pretty well. and were really nicely done. They were super tender and not actually falling apart. 24-hour ribs work pretty well. Now at this point, if you want, you can go ahead and season these with whatever kind of barbecue sauce or any kind of sauce you want. We're actually going to end up eating these what we call Asian style. We like to dip them in a mixture of what's called szechuan, which is soy sauce, vinegar, and some spices, and it's wonderful. So we actually don't put anything on the rib after we're done grilling it. This just shows one of the greatest benefits of sous vide. You can get messed up and completely forget about your food and leave it for 12 hours longer than you were supposed to cook it and still get awesome results. It's just such a forgiving technique. The food comes out great, it's easy to do, it's perfect for somebody who's trying to make meals that are convenient on their schedule. If you don't have one of these, get one.
For more recipes and videos, visit dadgotthis.com. To be sure you don't miss anything, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the damn bell. I double dog dare you. Come on, you have to do it. It was a double dog dare. I mean, those are the rules.